see death around the corner.
I see death.
Them trap boys plot to send you to the corner.
I see death. I see death.
I see death around the corner.
I see death.
Stay on your turf and don't ever cross the border.
I see death. I see death.
I see death around the corner.
I see death.
For a taste, the fiends look out and warn
I
ya.
see death. I see death.
I see death around the corner.
I see death.
I gotta make it out or end up a goner.
I see death.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is the boxing world underestimating Deontay Wilder. Most social media outlets don't give him a chance. The only people you see really giving Wilder a chance are the Wildettes of the world, aka the people who call me light skinned in every comment. So I'm turning it over to everyone on this panel, and in particular, I'm turning it over to a man who's speaking some truth today, Ned the TBE.
Listen.
Is the boxing world underestimating Deontay Wilder?
Listen. He calls this man. No, we're not. No, we're not underestimating this man. And I'm gonna say this: he calls himself the Bronze Bomber. That is third place, people. Third place. It is in sports ranking. Like you get gold, silver, bronze. And I'm gonna go as far as say maybe we're overestimating because he calls himself the Bronze Bomber. I'm gonna call himself the Copper Bomber because he's not even placing amongst the elite. He's not placing.
Why is he the Copper Bomber TBE?
He's not placing amongst the elite. He's not there, yo. His skill set doesn't match.
And I could be wrong, but I think I'm right about this. You know what's made out of copper?
A penny.
A penny.
A penny stands for one. A penny stands for one, and what he got? One punch. He got one punch. And shoot, if you can't dodge a penny, you can't. I can't make it up.
Are you saying that Wilder's a penny candy, Ned?
Penny candy. He's Sunday candy. He's Sunday candy. Because after Saturday, ain't no more Wild Style for us, yo. Because Wilder is going out for real, and I G, bless your heart, yo. I admire you coming on this show with your courage and you trying to be.
I admire, but
I admire because you're here. You're supporting your fighter. You're standing behind him on his way out. I respect it, man. I respect what you have. I can't name it, but respect. But Wilder.
Is there anything you'd like to promote before I move on to the next person, TB?
Man, we got G. I almost forgot. We got the G packs. We got for those who don't. Blaze light it up like that. We got the G tiers. G tiers and G packs is going up Saturday night after the fight, man. That's what's going on. G tiers and G packs.
And you don't have to bring your best to this retirement party because we're holding you to the G standard. All right, moving on to the next person. Bill, is the boxing world underestimating Deontay Wilder?
I'm gonna be fair, man. I could say a little bit.
A little bit. All right.
Yeah. You know why? Because I know I've been critical of Deontay Wilder's resume, especially when the edits dropped and changed the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Because we edited out all the book, but that's what it is. That was just a beautiful. If y'all ain't never seen that, please go watch that. That was a masterpiece. But anyways, gave him slack, but still, he still knocked those guys out, and he still held the belt for a couple years. And he is a good athlete, and all it takes is for a fighter to be off their game one night. That's all it takes. People were underestimating a friend of mine from the Ukraine, Usyk. you know. But Usyk was special, so I don't want to compare the two.
Gold medalist, not bronze medalist.
Yeah, I didn't want to compare the two, but I just want to say, being under that could work in Deontay Wilder's favor. If Fury is overly confident, but all you need is a punch, and this is boxing. All it takes is one. So I think maybe just a little bit, but they have every right to, though. That's why it's a little tricky question for me, because we seen the last fight. How could you believe that he can turn around after such destruction? I get it, but I'm still giving him that 1%, because that punch, because this is boxing and it's the heavyweight division. So I'm definitely gonna give him a chance, and that's that chance. That punch's chance.
All right, you hear it, Trilled Out Bill. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Big Mo. Is the boxing world underestimating Deontay Wilder?
Nope. I don't think they are. I think everybody's just going off what they've seen thus far, and I don't think they're expecting him to have added anything to his game, to his skill set. I'm thinking everybody's just waiting on him to do the same thing he always done. Never mind the scorecard, just try to look for and find the right hand. But I'm thinking that in this fight, he's gonna show a little bit more than what everybody's expecting. So as far as the boxing world underestimating, I'll say no, because they don't expect much from him anyway. So he got to start now and build on everything he learned in camp, everything he did in camp, and see if he can twist everybody's thinking of him for fights in the future.
Well, it sounds like you're saying they are underestimating him then, because you're saying like they're not expecting much from him, and are you saying like what they're saying is accurate, and so therefore it's not?
Yeah, what they're saying is accurate, because that's all he's seen for the last 8-9 years from him. So
okay,
they're just expecting Deontay Wilder to come in and be Deontay Wilder. Okay. So I don't think they're underestimating him.
I get you. So you're saying they're not underestimating him until he proves that he can do something different.
Right. Based on what they've seen throughout his career, they're not underestimating him.
But do you think they're underestimating you personally?
Personally I do.
Okay.
Personally I do, but I gotta tell the truth, man, regardless if I'm a fan or not.
Mm-hmm. All right, turning it over to Conspiracy G. I think Kofi G. Go ahead, G.
Hold on, I see Ned's finger. So
I was just want to ask him. Do you think we're overestimating Wilder?
That's the man.
That's the man.
Overestimated. If you put the R and the E, it says estimate. But do you think we're overestimating Wilder?
Overestimating? Nah, I don't think so.
I respect.
Hey,
what I do want. But if he doesn't think that people are underestimating him, why would he think that people are overestimating him?
I think G has a different stance on.
What I do want to know is it too late to get TBE and all the smoke G on that undercard? That's what I want to know. I might have to put in a call, man. I know some people that know Deontay. I might have to ask.
You didn't hear?
Yo, Ned, don't
we're gonna talk about that later, man. We're gonna
stay home right now.
Just spoke for me, y'all.
I gotta stumble on some breaking news.
I gotta go check the email again, because I gotta read it. I gotta read it right, so I gotta word it right. You know what I'm saying? But there
may be some shocking news dropping.
Might be some shocking news.
There's been some VADA testing that has come through. There's been a lot of things that have come through since the last punch off, and we can't break this news until we get to the right time.
I need G sample, yo.
We got some suspicion and reason to believe.
I need G sample, yo.
Things may not have been on up.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to put nobody out there until I fully read the whole full email. So
I need G's B sample.
Somebody. All I'm saying, somebody may have been on that Jack 3D. Somebody may have taken a pre-workout before the punch off. That's
And
all.
that's big.
A pre-workout, a month workout, all that workout. G, I need that B sample.
Oh, let me go check the film. Let me go check the tape for who was sweating the most.
So we'll get back to you on that. All right, Conspiracy G, is the boxing world underestimating Deontay Wilder?
You know what? It's tough because I agree with Trill and Mo on this. I say no. However, I can't blame the boxing world. I'm one of those people, you're only as good as your last performance, right? So in the rematch, it was bad for Wilder. So people have a reference to justify why they think Wilder's going to lose. I'm not mad at that. However, I feel like they're underestimating Wilder's potential and Wilder's status in the heavyweight division. Now, I know Caden and Ned were making jokes about Wilder being the bronze bomber in the Olympics. Remember, that was Wilder with just 1 year training, and he became the bronze medalist. That's impressive, right? So nonetheless, even when he lacks talent, he still has power that could bring him to the next level. When Trill was talking about, boxing just one punch. In the heavyweight division, we've seen that countless times. You could be down. Go ahead, Caden.
It's real quick. When did I make fun of Wilder for winning bronze?
Y'all were just
Ned was just.
Well,
I didn't make fun of him.
He was laughing. So
If
y'all
I laughed at it, so I can't laugh at a joke. That doesn't mean that
he can't laugh at. He's guilty because he laughed at a joke. G.
Well,
I didn't make fun of him for winning bronze.
How about that?
Yo, G, we done seen.
I think
Yo,
winning
G.
bronze is a good thing. I didn't make fun of him for that.
God bless. All right, so let me continue. Clarification. Ned was disrespectful. Caden was just laughing. All right. So then now.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. All right. And
I'm not done, G.
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
I just want to know, was this your inspiration?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I'm sorry. Go ahead, G.
I watch our mouths and respect the GOAT. But anyway,
real GOAT.
I'm gonna say this, and Trill also alluded to. I felt like Trill was talking about me, but he was right. Remember, I looked at Usyk versus Chisora, and I was like, "There's no way that Usyk is gonna beat Anthony Joshua." And what happened? Usyk shocked the world. He shocked me, right? I remember when a lot of people wrote off AJ after the defeat to Ruiz. People were like, don't take that rematch. Don't do this. Don't do that. And AJ took it. And what happened? AJ came up with a whole new game plan. Now, I know the response is going to be, Deontay Wilder is far from an AJ or Usyk. I get it. But nonetheless, Wilder, I don't feel like Wilder needs to do that much. What?
And Ruiz. He's far from over Ruiz.
Whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna say this. Boxing, right? All Wilder really has to do essentially is, and I think we all agree Wilder's not gonna go in there trying to outbox Fury. He's gonna go for the knockout, right? So if Wilder could connect, right, and do what he's been doing for a while now, but do it in a more strategic way, right? Set up the right hand better against Fury. When you know now that Fury, and this is another thing too. Remember, in the first fight, Fury was boxing. The second fight, Fury was like, you know what? Why do I need a box? I'm just gonna take this dude's head clean off, right? So then now you know that going into this third fight, Fury is trying to take you out. Prepare for that, Fury. Don't prepare, or you can prepare for both, right? If Fury wants to box or if Fury wants to bring it to you and try to take you out. You've seen both sides of Fury now. Do you have any additional wrinkles to your game that Fury hasn't seen? I feel like the potential is still there. So I think people are justified in thinking Wilder's going to lose. I won't take that away from no one. However, I feel like you got to give Wilder at least the benefit of the doubt that he does have that devastating right hand. And
if he could just, and you know, I'm a firm believer that he didn't have his legs in that second fight. So that's why I'm happy to see him jumping rope, working out, taking this fight serious, right? And there's another thing too. Wilder, yeah, he may have had thousands of excuses, but I don't believe he believed those excuses because he wouldn't train as hard as he's doing now if he believed those excuses. So I'm just saying, Wilder, yeah, people are underestimating him, but he could shock the world just like AJ did against the Ruiz rematch, just like Usyk did against Anthony Joshua. It's the heavyweight division, so you can't discredit a man who still has devastating knockout power.
So I agree with a lot of what was said, but I disagree with the Wilder doesn't believe the excuses because I heard him say it himself. But diving into whether or not the boxing world's underestimating Deontay Wilder, I believe the answer to that is yes. Deontay Wilder, although in his last fight, when last seen, his corner was thrown in the towel, has shown that he's a man who embraces challenges and figures out ways to overcome them. He was working at IHOP. He was delivering beer. He wanted to provide for his daughter who had spinal bifida, and so he got into boxing later than the average person who typically becomes champion. And if you watch the All Access, whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called on Fox, they got so many, whatever, the pre-fight show, Deontay Wilder, while he was delivering beer, was looking for people to invest in him. And he went to one guy and said, I'm going to be heavyweight champion. And he did it. So you got to look at Deontay Wilder as a man who faces obstacles and overcomes obstacles. That's important because that says something about a man's self-belief. And even when Wilder wasn't champion, when he was trying to become champion, he said how there were people telling him he won't become champion. And of course, if you're ever trying to do anything, how does Kanye say it on G's song? They always try to bring me down, which is hilarious the way G introduced that song to us, by the way. But Kanye said, if you ever wanted to ever be anything, there'll always be somebody that'll shoot down any dream, right? And so someone tried to shoot down Kanye's dream. Someone tried to shoot down Wilder's dream. But regardless of what people did, he still became heavyweight champion. On his way to becoming who he was, he heard people saying things and he didn't listen. Maybe he should have listened, but he didn't listen. The point is, you can't write him off because he's a man who has overcame so many obstacles, even when people told him he couldn't. So I believe in his belief in himself. I believe that because he doesn't become the man he is today unless he was mentally strong. So when people say like, oh, he's weak or oh, he's that, he may have done a weak move. Like I think the headphones and with Fury, I think that's a mentally weak move. But I don't think he's a mentally weak individual. I believe that he believes in himself. I believe that he believes he's going in there to get the job done. Now, will he get the job done? Is he going to get the job done? It's something completely different. But I believe he's a threat. I believe he's working to get the job done. The fact that we're a week away from October 9th and he's not, I don't see any signs of Wilder pulling out. I'm confident Wilder wants to fight. I'm confident that he's walking to that ring. I'm confident he's stepping in that ring, and I'm confident he's going to give it his best shot. So as long as Wilder walks in that ring, as long as he's the guy who has the right hand that led to a 93% knockout ratio, the dude has a chance. And I'll close with this. You don't want to keep discrediting guys. You don't want to discredit Wilder. You can highlight Wilder's flaws, which is he's not a great boxer. Tactically, he probably doesn't have the greatest boxing IQ. You can highlight all those things, but what you can't do is act like he doesn't have a path to victory. And you can't act like it's not a risk for Fury to fight him. Because basically what you're doing is discrediting Fury for taking the risk of fighting Wilder. And I think that's where like things get difficult. But I do believe the boxing world's underestimating Wilder because all he needs is one punch. And in the heavyweight division, we've seen it happen several times. So for that reason, yes, the boxing world is underestimating Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you, Kaden.
Shut up.
Nah, that is a beautiful take, bro. Let us know how y'all feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe.
I take everything I said back because G agreed with it.
Yeah, I'm so
Amen.
You feel me?
And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know who we are. We're the Boxing Bros.
Peace, world.
When things seem bleak, walk with me. To navigate these streets, walk with me.